Bill O'Reilly here, Thursday, April 30th, 2020. You're listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. The economy shrinks 5% in the first quarter. Majority of Americans say they're not ready to get back to business. Congressional Democrats want future aid to focus on workers, not businesses. The U.S. marriage rate falls to record lows. Actor Harrison Ford under investigation by the FAA. Also ahead, speculating about the contagion. Please stop. But first, the country's gross domestic product falling 4.8% this quarter as the nationwide shutdown continues. The biggest drop since 2008. More than 24 million jobs have vanished. Economists predicting the unemployment rate will rise to more than 15% in the USA. New polling from PBS says a majority of Americans are not ready to return to work. 85% say it's too early for students to head back to school. 8 in 10 believe restaurants should remain closed. 65% think it's a bad idea to let people go back to work. I do not believe that poll, but I am mandated to bring you what is in the news. Speaker Pelosi, Senator Schumer, confirming they will not support new liability protections in the relief bill. The Democratic leader saying any new package should prioritize workers and patients. That means they want everyone to be able to sue. And Pelosi and Schumer will not support a limit on COVID lawsuits. That, of course, will make it very difficult for schools and businesses to reopen, because if somebody gets sick, the lawsuits pour in. But the lawyers are happy. Folks getting married falling to historic lows. A recent study by the National Center for Health report 6.5 new unions for every 1,000 people, the least since the feds began keeping records way back in 1867. Researchers blame financial struggles for the drop in wedded bliss. Avid aviator Harrison Ford, the actor, under investigation from the FAA. Apparently, he violated safety procedures in Southern California. 77-year-old star allegedly committed a runway violation on his private aircraft. In a moment, speculating about your health. I don't like it. Right back. When life is in chaos, your home is your safe haven and most important asset. But do you really own your home? Are you sure? Imagine getting evicted for non-payment of a loan you never took out. Well, it happened to Deborah, and it's happening everywhere. It's called home title theft, and the FBI calls it one of the fastest growing crimes in the country. I urge you to get Home Title Lock. Your home's legal title is kept online, and thieves know it. They will forge your signature on your home's title, and then they legally own your home, taking loans out on it. Your bank doesn't cover you, and neither does your insurance. Avoid this nightmare and possible eviction with Home Title Lock. Please go to HometitleLock.com and register your address to see if you're already a victim. Use code BILL for 30 free days of protection to get you through the crisis. Enter Bill at HometitleLock.com. HometitleLock.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day: speculation and misstatements in the age of pandemic. Let's begin with this whopper from the World Health Organization's leader. Quote, "As you know, I was in China just a few days ago. I left in absolutely no doubt about China's commitment to transparency and protecting the people. As I have said repeatedly since my return from Beijing, the Chinese government should be congratulated for the extraordinary measures they have taken to prevent the outbreak." How's that? Is that amazing? The head of the WHO saying that? Let's look at Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco, February 24th. Quote, "Everything's fine. Come to Chinatown. We just want everybody not to be afraid to come to Chinatown." A few days later, a national emergency was declared. How about President Trump when he said to the nation, the contagion will disappear like a miracle? Ahem. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, March 24th. I need 30,000 ventilators, he said. You want a pat on the back for sending 400? But New York State did not need 30,000 ventilators. It needed 5,000. On April 8th, the White House, CDC, National Institute of Health all predicted possible deaths due to COVID would surpass 200,000 by the end of this year. That has been revised down. The estimate now, and it's just an estimate, 75,000. Then the CDC director, Robert Redfield, said, quote, there's a possibility that the assault of the virus on our nation next winter will actually be more difficult than the one we just went through, unquote. How does he know? Why say that? There's no evidence of that. It's possible there'll be a vaccine by then or a medicine. It's just insane to do this kind of speculation. And then there is the king of speculation, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Quote, I am almost certain it'll come back. The virus is so transmittable and it's globally spread. In my mind, it's inevitable that we will have a return of the virus, or maybe it never went away, unquote. Again, why say that? What good is that kind of speculation? The American people deserve much, much better. We all deserve facts and only facts about the pandemic. If you don't know, say, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. That is the responsible thing to do. Hysteria, fear-mongering, guessing, all of that is blather. But the television news agencies don't have anything else. They're too lazy to go out and investigate what's really happening. So it's all fear-mongering or support, depending on how they feel about President Trump. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. In a moment, something you might not know. A former White House economist says there's a 100% chance of a recession and predicts 1 million jobs will be lost in April. So many Americans are moving to physical gold and silver as a recession-proof safe haven for their retirement. American Hartford Gold Group is a trusted leader in gold and silver, and they make it simple and easy to get started. They're family-owned and have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Very important. Until you hold a precious metal in your hand, you'll never fully know the experience of being in control of your own retirement. If you are listening to me right now, the American Hartford Gold Group is offering new clients up to $500 in free silver. All you have to do is give them a call, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text SILVER to 65532. Please call the American Hartford Gold Group now, 877-444-4653, or text SILVER to 65532. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, 65% of Americans hit movie theaters once a week. That figure has now dropped to 10%. Throw in a pandemic, and the stat is closer to zero. It was already shaping up to be a bleak movie box office year. Then COVID arrived, theaters forced to close. Tanking ticket sales have show business looking at a $5 billion loss. This year alone, it could rise to $7 billion. It's an incredible turnaround for an industry coming off its biggest decade. Let's take a look at the top grossing films of the past 10 years. Starting with Black Panther in 2018, $1.3 billion in ticket sales, topping the box office for 5 straight weekends. Next, 2015's Avengers Age of Ultron, $1.4 billion. $84 million on opening day alone. You'll see plenty of Avengers on this list. Universal Pictures dropped Fast and Furious 7, making a quick $1.5 billion worldwide in 2015, the highest grossing film of that franchise. Disney again with two box office champs. The first Avengers film in 2012 raked in $1.5 billion. 2019's Lion King earned $1.6 billion. Amazing. Dinosaurs still bring folks to the theaters. 2015's Jurassic World took in $1.7 billion in nearly 100 countries. The franchise coming off the bench after a 15-year hiatus. There's another one set for next year, but production has been suspended due to COVID. The top three biggest blockbusters of the decade belong to Disney. Avengers Infinity War, Star Wars The Force Awakens, each cleared $2 billion. Number one film of the decade, 2019's Avengers Endgame, $3 billion. At the box office, the highest grossing movie of all time. And here's something else you might not know. While many theaters are shut down, one kind of venue is thriving: drive-ins. There are now more than 300 of them in the USA, and they all adhere to social distancing because you are in your car. Back after this. It is no surprise that current events might be contributing to stress and sleep deprivation. Let Ebb help. Ebb is the first and only wearable, drug-free solution to calm and quiet your mind. Ebb applies precise and continuous cooling to your forehead, promoting the natural onset of sleep. Ebb Sleep is designed to work with your natural rhythms to allow you to get into a deep sleep more quickly. Ebb Sleep understands the uncertainty you may be experiencing and wants to help. My listeners can save $25 by using promo code BILL. Try Ebb risk-free 60 nights to confirm it's the solution you've been looking for. What a great deal. Please go to tryebb.com/bill. Let Ebb help you get the sleep you need and remove any risk. That's tryebb.com/bill. Try ebb.com/bill. Get the sleep you need. Order today. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.